Repeat after me.
Okay.
Be normal.
Be normal.
Be normal.
Normal.
Oh, we have friends coming.
Friends.
I need you to be normal, okay?
Friends.
Don't get too excited. Yeah, you know the cool thing about living in Vallarta is because it's such a destination and I don't know, just a place where people vacation.
Yeah.
We get to see like friends and, well, not family yet, but friends and family, I don't feel like are more easily persuaded to come here, and we can see people more often than maybe Mexico City, unfortunately. But yeah, it's definitely a good benefit.
Friends.
We have two friends, former co-workers from my old job in Dallas, here in Vallarta. They're actually staying in Nuevo Vallarta, which we've never really...
Are they staying at a resort? Or
I don't even know. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out.
Yeah.
And we told them they've got to come down to the real Vallarta. Sorry for anybody who lives in Nuevo. We just don't know.
What do we tell them to bring? Two things.
Pesos and an appetite. So we're gonna give them like a mini tour of Old Town, maybe some margaritas, maybe some tacos. Show them kind of
our hood.
Like our hood. And Isaac is Mexican American, Latino. I'm not really sure what the proper term is these days. His family is from Leon, I believe. So I'll be interested just to get his thoughts on Mexico, being Mexican American, Latino, and being here in Vallarta. ¿Qué pasa, cabrón?
What? Hey.
What's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? Oh man, it's been a long time. How's vacation going?
Nice to meet you.
Isaac, you don't believe in sunscreen or what?
I know, I don't.
What happened, man? I thought Mexicans couldn't get sunburned though.
I didn't.
You've been in the States for too long.
And I fell asleep, and then I wake up and I'm like, oh, to turn around now.
So y'all are staying in Nuevo Vallarta? That's actually in Nayarit, I believe. Ahora estamos en Jalisco, no? And what are your first impressions of Vallarta so far? We've only like barely seen anything, but like first impressions.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful and very accessible.
Very accessible. How so?
Because the beach is really close, like walking distance.
Ah, okay, like from town.
Yeah.
Is it like different? Where else have you been in Mexico? Where all have you been in Mexico?
I've been to Cancun, Tulum, León, Guanajuato, but a lot of, so those recently that I remember growing up, but I've been to a lot of places when I was younger, but I just don't remember it.
Ah, okay.
So I've been here before, but not enough to like remember.
When you were like 6 or 7 or something like that. Yeah. How are the tacos?
They're good.
What did you get?
Al pastor and bistec.
Which one's
better?
Yeah, which one's better? I've never had the bistec here.
Bistec's good. That's always a go-to. But al pastor is always just like the different. If you want like a different taste.
How's the margarita?
It is strong.
It's strong.
It is strong because I can feel it.
Can you find good? You live in Dallas. Can you find good, authentic Mexican food in Dallas? No, not at all.
Nope. No, you have to go to Mexico to actually.
What is something? You didn't grow up at all in Mexico, right? Just your family is.
But over like whenever school was out, summer I would spend all the time.
You'd spend time in.
So that was like till I was in high school.
Oh really?
So like a big chunk of my year was in Mexico.
What's like a food or two that you really miss from those times in Mexico, or like you just can't get in the States, or just isn't the same?
I mean, you can still get anything in the States, but it's not the same. The cheese, I love the cheese in Mexico.
What kind of
cheese? Whenever we come, we always take some back.
Okay. Like queso Oaxaca or like okay.
And then my favorite Mexican food is mole.
Mole. Okay. Are we going like the regular dark mole or the green mole?
The dark mole.
Dark mole.
It has to be made well too. And I mean, every time like in Dallas, I'm always so picky at it. So I'm like, it's not the same until I go to Mexico. Then I'm
but your mom makes it.
Or my
so
mom makes it.
All right, you're inviting us over the next time we come, right?
We're over.
Okay, Sammy. How is Vallarta off the resort? Like, what's the reality versus maybe your expectations?
Okay, the reality is it feels very comfortable here. It's like just a welcoming, colorful, exciting place, and the greenery everywhere.
It is super green.
Beautiful.
Comfortable besides the heat though. Is it hot?
Yeah. It's hot.
It's a little hot.
What did you expect it to look like off the resort?
Yeah, well, have you ever been to Mexico before?
I've been to Cancun.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was just, I'm assuming, at a resort or
Yeah,
something?
that was at a resort, and that was much more ocean-based, but this is just so hilly. It feels like we're at Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
It's just like
It is like
super
that.
green, super
Uh-huh.
lush, and then I like how the city is just like very small and quaint.
So this is your first time in Mexico, like off the resort, like
Yes.
off of just typical vacation.
Exactly.
How are your first tacos?
My first taco's delicious.
What did you get? You got that
I got the al pastor and the quesadilla,
Chicken
the chicken quesadilla, chicken and cheese.
Okay. And Isaac clearly has missed Mexican food. She's like, dude, that was what? How many al pastor? Just one?
Just one.
Just one. But then you've had a huge quesadilla de bistec.
Are you slowing down or no?
He's in his
Yeah,
happy
slow
place.
down, but I still feel that margarita. So I need to eat more.
Okay, hard-hitting random questions with Isaac after he's had 2 margaritas. What is one thing you miss from Mexico, or maybe that you just feel like you just don't feel or see or find as much living in the United States as you do whenever you visit Mexico?
The openness.
How so?
Kind of like how you just feel like you're at home everywhere you go. Like you feel like you're part of their family.
Yeah. That's super important, and especially for us as gringos, as non-Mexicanos living in Mexico. I think that's been like the only way we could. Trying not to get run over here. Gotta obey the laws. The only way we could, really assimilate is if people are accepting
It's
of
very
us here.
inviting.
Yeah.
Like they make you feel part of what they're doing, anywhere you go, like a restaurant, whether it be a restaurant, someone's house, someone, like a store. It's just very.
Even I feel like as far as like the traditions and cultures, like Mexicans, at least I don't know. I think on our videos, like want us to experience Mexican culture, whereas I think some cultures. And like people want us to learn the languages. Not all cultures are open like that.
No, yeah. In Mexico, you really feel it as soon as you get in.
Once you've had a few shots of tequila, you just,
That
everything's
makes it easier too. Everyone's family.
Hopefully you enjoyed getting a different perspective in this video, the perspective through Sammy and Isaac. For me personally, it was super interesting to talk with Isaac on and off camera about his thoughts centered around Mexico and him growing up here in the summertime, because I knew Isaac before I'd ever traveled to Mexico, before we lived in Mexico. So getting to spend time with him now after we've been in Mexico for a while was just super interesting to us, and hopefully you got a nugget or two out of that, or we at least made you laugh once or twice. It's always interesting filming with friends because I have this great idea of how the video is going to look, and then we just end up drinking margaritas and eating tacos and not filming so much. But hopefully you still got something out of this. Last but certainly not least, actually probably the most important thing, the sponsors of today's video are patrocinadores del día. I've been saying that word wrong for about a year. Patrocinadores, our sponsors of today, our patrons of the day, John Moran and Juana Lopez. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. And if you would like to sponsor a video, head on over to patreon.com/Kinetic Kennons. Today's co-sponsor, we actually have 2 sponsors of this video, our patrons of the day, John Moran and Juana Lopez, and also siemprecontodo.com, alwayscontodo.com, a little side hustle we started. We have these beautiful hand-stitched, designed in collaboration with our amigo over in Guanajuato. They're beautiful. We have a few left over at siemprecontodo.com or alwayscontodo.com. Hand stitched. They're just beautiful. They smell good. I don't know. It could be a man purse. They're designed for women, but fellas, it doesn't look too bad. If you're not into man purses, or if you're looking for a gift for your man, we still have a few. We have a few Mayan wallets left, right? Correct?
Yep.
I think we have a few Mayan wallets left. Again, hand stitched leather, straight from Guanajuato. Go on and get you one. Amigos, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have less, do more, be more.